Good day, everybody. My name is Gospel McAfebo, also known as Noel Spark. Well, I just want to talk about list of online skills you can learn that can generate income for you. You know, like a side hustle. Let's take a good look at our country today with prices being inflated every day, and look at the millions of unemployed youths, and the numbers are going to be increasing because just imagine we have millions of unemployed graduates, and in turn there are also others waiting to graduate. There are also others doing their NYSC service, and they are also going to be through in months time. That means they will simply come and join the crowd waiting outside, the unemployed crowd. With the way things are going in this country, I don't think anybody can survive with just one stream, of income. You understand? You must, think outside the box as a graduate, as a non-graduate, a housewife, a student, and the rest. You have to think out of the box. And these are, some important online skills that you can learn that can generate income for you. No more urgent 2k, no more urgent 5k, 10k, and the rest. You understand? Everything in life is all about consistency. I remember back in the days, my university days, I graduated from the Niger Delta University in Bayelsa State, Wilberforce Island, Amasoma. I wish I had this kind of knowledge I have now back then in school, but it's never too late for me because me having access to all this, it has changed my financial status to an extent. Though I am not yet in the millionaire level, but I'm proud to say I am not where I used to be, and I am actually doing well when it comes to financially. So we're going to be talking about this list of online skills that you can learn that can generate income for you. Number one, we have drop shipping. Number two, we have local arbitrage. Number three, we have mini importation. We have number four, graphic designing. And the fifth one, animation video creation, or you can simply put it as animation video making. So let's start with drop shipping.
What is dropshipping? First of all, a lot of persons would not have the in-depth knowledge of what dropshipping simply means. Just as it is stated there, dropshipping is a form of retail business wherein the seller accepts customer orders but does not keep goods sold in stock. Take note of this: does not keep goods sold in stock. So let me explain the dropshipping model for you guys and how this dropshipping model works. Take for example, I am a student. I am not in any way a businessman. I do not sell anything or whatsoever, and I have a friend that sells let's say sneakers or wristwatches. Let's just take that as an example. What I do, I go to this my friend, I pick up, let me say, a particular wristwatch, and I ask him, how much do you sell this? And he might say, okay, this watch is sold at 4,500 or 3,000 naira. And I take pictures of this particular watch. I post it on my social media, my Facebook, my WhatsApp, my Instagram, and I top up my price. I might say, okay, let me sell this for 7,000, and that's my price. And someone would just walk up to my DM and say, okay, how much is this particular watch? I said 7,000, and he said, oh, is that the last price? I might say, okay, 6,500 is the last price for this particular wristwatch, and the person pays me. You get the particular wristwatch. Meanwhile, I am not the original seller of this wristwatch. I do not have any item stock, just as it is inscribed on the definition of dropshipping. You do not keep any goods in stock. So after receiving payment for this 6.5, I go to my friend, I take this particular watch, I pay him money. I might even go to the extent of negotiating with him and say, oh guy, this particular watch is 4K I have instead of 4.5. And he might say, okay, no problem, bring the 4K and I'll sell it to you. And I pay him the 4K. After paying him that particular 4K, I deliver the item to the customer. As simple as that. I have made a profit out of an item that I do not sell, that I do not keep in stock. That's simply drop shipping. But now social media has made it even more easier for people to do drop shipping, in the sense that we have a lot of suppliers in Lagos, Benin, Delta, every particular state. You understand? So all you have to do is source for suppliers of the products that you actually want to start selling, or in this sense, the product that you want to start drop shipping.
And all my students that are into dropshipping, they are doing perfectly fine. Most of them are they just selected a particular item that they want to sell. I know most of them that are into hair, human hair and the rest. Most of them are into sneakers, most of them are into clothes. While some of them sell virtually everything, including household gadgets and the rest. So you see, it's really quite simple. All you have to do is to look for a verified, a trusted supplier. That is all. If you also need help, you can hit me up in my DM and we'll pick it up from there. So that is all about the dropshipping model. It's really quite simple. You don't need to own a physical store, a physical item that you want to sell. You understand me? That's how simple it is. And social media has made it possible. You can use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and WhatsApp to make sales. It's as simple as that. All you need is your smartphone, and that is all. So moving on to number 2, we are talking about local arbitrage. First of all, what is local arbitrage? Local arbitrage is just like mini importation. But in local arbitrage, you source for products within your country or state that you're in, and you sell it for a higher price and you pocket profits. You understand? Let me tell you how this works. Take for example, this, I don't know if you know this, what is it called, bottle umbrella. I really don't know the name, but my little niece always calls it bottle umbrella, and it's kind of like fancy. Now this particular umbrella is sold at 1718, like in wholesale price. You can buy this particular umbrella. You understand me? You can buy and stock it. You can buy, let's say, 20 or 30 pieces. You stock it and wait for the rainy season. And when it gets to rainy season, you can sell it for 3,500, 4,000, because as at then, the demand is going to be high. It's not like you can't sell it now. You can sell it now. And in local arbitrage, you just have to be, very smart and very wise. Just like I always say, think outside the box. Don't do what everybody, is doing. This is the advice I gave to one of my students last year. This particular bottle umbrella, just like as I call it, bottle umbrella, I don't really know the name. You can buy it at 17 because it's cheaper in the dry season. Let's say January period. You buy it at 17, you buy it wholesale price. When it gets to rainy season, you can see that wholesale price, they can even sell it at 2,000. So you see, you buy it at 17, 18, you stock them. So when it gets to April and let's say June, you sell that price. That is all. Apart from that, I also have a lady in my street that sells these top quality male and female polo. If you go to meet her and you want to buy, her prices are 4,000. The last you can get it is 3,500, depending on the particular polo you want to buy. But I know she doesn't sell it lesser than 3,000 because I have gone there to price her item on two different occasions. Now I know where she gets this particular male and female polo from, and she buys it at 1,002 in the same state, and she sells it at this price. This is simply local arbitrage. Local arbitrage, you actually buy items and stock them. It's not like drop shipping. So you see, that's very very smart of her. In the same state, she buys this polo at 1,200. I'm not going to mention the name of the market she buys it from because it's her business. So you see, that's what she does. She buys them, irons them. That's simply local arbitrage for you. So we'll be moving on to the third one, which is mini importation. What is mini importation? I know a lot of you have heard this time and time over again. But for the benefit of doubt, mini importation is an advanced form of small scale business that allows you to buy or import goods from outside the country directly from the manufacturers and factories at a very cheap price and affordable rate, and you bring them into your country and sell to make profit. That's simply mini importation. Like a friend of mine that is also into importation, as I am also, he normally buys smartwatch. These smartwatches, he gets them for 6,500, 7,000 naira, and imports them down to Nigeria here, and he sells them for 18,000, 20,000, depending on the customer. You understand? That's a massive profit. So imagine you buying 6 of those smartwatches, or let's say up to 7 for 6,500. Just do the maths by yourself. Then you sell them at 18,000. That's a whole lot of profit for you. You understand me? That is simply mini importation for you. Like I always tell my students, think out of the box. You don't necessarily have to import what others are importing. You have to consider your market environment and your market structure. If that environment needs that particular item that you're bringing in. You understand me? Well, presently I run a course on mini importation. If you want to know every single detail on mini importation, you can also come to my DM. So let's talk about the fourth one on our list: graphic designing. Graphic designing. This is actually a good one. Graphic designing is the act of visual communication that combines images, words, and ideas to convey information to an. Graphic designing is very broad. I know how much they pay for someone to create a business card, a business logo, a flyer, and the rest. All these are things you can start up and do with your phone. I know a lot of people will be doubting, oh, how can you start graphic designing with your phone? You can do it with your phone. You can create logos with your phone. You can create business cards with your phone. A whole lot of things that you can do with your smartphone. A lot of persons don't know. They think the smartphone is just meant for social media and burning of your data every single day. You can start graphic designing with your phone. Believe it or not, you can start it simply with your phone. These past 3 weeks, I had 2 jobs on business logos that I did for 2 different persons with my phone, and I charged them for it. Yes, I charge them for it. You see how simple it is. This is simply using your smartphone. Something you thought would only be for social media and the rest, you can use it to generate income for yourself. So let's move on to the fifth one, animation video creation, or you can simply call it animation video making. Well, animation is a method in which we use moving images, animated videos to bring out the concept to life that text or live videos cannot. I know most of you have watched adverts on your TV in which you see animation being used to advertise a particular product or a service. That's animation video for you. And you can also do this with your smartphone. Believe it or not, I know as I'm saying this you feel like it's a joke, that I'm supposed to have a laptop to do this. With your smartphone you can make animation videos and you get paid for it. You understand me? So all these are set of skills that you can actually learn. These are list of skills that you can actually learn that can generate income for you. This is 2022. We have some months for it to end and we are right into 2023. So it's left for you to make a decision. Don't just use your smartphone for chatting and the rest. Use it to generate income. Those people you watch their videos on YouTube, on Facebook, comedy videos, they are being paid for it and you are watching them. You're wasting your data. I'm not saying you watching them is bad, but I'm just trying to tell you that you watching them is generating money for them. So you don't have to get carried away by all this. You also need to think of something to do with your smartphone that will generate income for you. You understand me? And all these skills are listed here. You can do it all with your smartphone. Well, I want to play a video for you. This video was actually done by a beginner. Take note of someone that is still learning the basics of animation video creation, and this was done with his smartphone. Just take a minute and look at this video.
My name is Johnson Adetola. I love ice cream so much. My sister's name is Joy Adetola. She loves playing with toys. The name of my father is Josiah Adetola. He is an engineer. My mother's name is Joanna Adetola. She is a doctor. We are one big family. We play together as a family.
So welcome back. So you can see this video was done by a beginner, someone that is just learning the basics of this animation video creation with his smartphone. If you're interested in learning any of them, you can just come to my DM. We will get started as soon as possible. Well, my name remains Noel Spark. You can get my WhatsApp number on the description below this video. So thank you very much, and I'll keep sharing tips on how you can generate income with your smartphone. Remember, it's 2022 and wealth creation is the goal. So thank you very much. See you in my next video.